Hey, what's up guys? So today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make an outro or an intro, but in this video I'm going to be making an outro. I'm thinking you can do this with your iPad or iPhone, but I'm using my Mac, so let's go ahead and download Keynote. So it'll download in your little launchpad area, and since I already had used this app, I will be doing new document, but if you had just downloaded it just now, then it'll open up to a new document already, and then you're presented with this screen, and this gives you like a basic structure of your presentation. So you can basically do any, because you won't really be needing these options. So go ahead and delete these two text, and we are going to start now. Go ahead and go to the document tab, and then under slide size, go to custom slide size. And then you want to type in the number 1350 by 760. Because that is going to be the size of like a thumbnail or the video. Once you have that, open Safari, and then go ahead and press or type in what kind of background you want. So I'm just going to type in wallpaper, but again, you can do whatever you want. Once you get your image, you want to go ahead and save it to your desktop wherever you save it, and then drag it back onto your project. So then you'll get these little dots, and you'll want to make it fit this whole white space. So there's this tab called Zoom, and basically what it does, it just shows you your whole little project. I went ahead and went to 50 just so I can see how the layout is and seeing if that's the maximum I can fit it in without having the white spaces. So it was a little pixelated, but that's okay. So now you want to go ahead and open Safari and find a logo or something like a Twitter. So I'm doing Instagram and Snapchat, and you want to try and find a picture with as least white as possible. You can show white, but it's just not as fun and fancy looking. Now there is ways to make the white go away, but that will be into a later on video if you want a more in-depth video, because this one is just for beginners. So I went ahead and dragged it onto my desktop, and then I'm going to go ahead and drag it back to my project just like so. So then you just need to drag it wherever you want and reposition the size or whatever by using these little white dots. So if you press the little cropped one or the one with a bunch of lines, you can go ahead and take the white out, but it'll take away the roundness because you're reshaping it. Now that you have the size and position you want it, go ahead and go to Safari and then type in GIF or GIF, whatever, so you can get a little animation that's funny. Or you don't have to do this, I'm just doing it because I think they are cute and more entertaining. So I'm just going to do this little dinosaur dabbing, and then again you just drag it to your desktop and then drag it back to the project. So now you want to go ahead and resize it or keep it as it is, but I'm going to use some more space for one more thing. So the last thing I want is to add a little box for a little past video or picture, and what you do is go to shapes, drag it down, and then you resize it again with these little white dots. You can make it as big or as small as you would like. So if you go to style, you can change the color, and I tried making it a green screen, but you can also go ahead and do fill in, or no fill I mean. So what I'm doing is no fill, so I just have a basic layout of how big I want my video or picture to be inside of that box. Now that you have your size and shapes, go ahead and press text to add your usernames or little comments you have left. If you want to change the text font or color, go ahead and go to the tab text, and if you want to change the border or the color of the text, go to style. That'll make a background for the text. So if you remember that little box that we have no fill, you can add a little symbol or arrow to point like, here's the video, and it's not this little dinosaur dabbing. So go to shapes and then find your arrow. That one was too short, so I went ahead and found this long arrow. Now the video is not to my right, so you want to go ahead and tap on it. Don't double click because that'll make it text. You want to go to arrange, and then under rotate there's this little ball, and you just rotate it to your size and preference. You can also change the color by going to style and then choosing whatever color. You can do gradient or fill or whatever. I went ahead and did this gradient because I thought it looks pretty cool, and I love blue, so I went ahead and chose blue. So now all you have to do is drag in your video or photo into that small little box. I'm gonna do my previous outro that I made, and then you want to go ahead and use those white dots again to fit inside that little fill-in box. So now that we have everything, go ahead and go press animate if you want your little logos to start moving, which I had in my previous outro. So you can do build in or build out and then do an action. And then you can also set the duration or delay for each thing. Lastly, we want to save, so go to File, Save, and this project will save to your desktop. So if you want to export it as a movie, go ahead and go to QuickTime, and then change the format to 1080, and then you're done. So you now just created your own outro. So if you had animated yours, you may have saw a little delay, just like mine. So you want to go ahead and go to Edit and then go to Trim to trim where it starts the animation. Or if you like this small delay, you can keep it like that. If you like this video, don't forget to give it 2 thumbs up by sharing this video to your friend or family, and I will see you next week.